welcome back to Citizen Sleeper 2. And where we left off, we did some work with 4Cadet even to get a drive that has some hex port information on. But we also had Lane go back into our mind and talk to us. So we really need to get our diagnosis sorted so we can get rid of whatever that is. But he is hunting us now. So every one time we stay at a station, the hunt will progress, 1 red bar, but every time we move to a different location, it will reduce by 3. So we just need to make sure that we're always keeping on the move and not staying still for too long. But today we are going to be doing, firstly, we're going to upgrade our operator because we've got some points to spend. And secondly, we're going to be recruiting Yu Jin and doing the hidden wreck. So operator, we've got 4 points, so we can do 2 of these. Oh, you have to do 1 of though. So, or we could do we could actually improve 1 of these all the way up to full. Or we could do engineer so that we don't gain anything, but it's zeroed out. And that way we're everything but endure is level. I think I might do that. No dice damage on push reroll. Reroll +1 dice. And then -2 stress if reroll 6. And reroll random dice, but +1 rolled. Yeah, I think I'm probably going to go. We could either fully upgrade 1 of these, or we could, let's go engineer. So that we're now like, anything that we choose to do is not going to have a negative against it apart from endure. And then we're going to, when we get 4 more points, we're going to add them on to either engage or engineer. And we can hopefully get to the point where we're +1 on mostly everything. That's the plan anyway. And now we are heading off. We have 5 out of 10 fuel, 4 out of 5 supplies. How are we doing energy-wise? Ooh, we could be doing better for energy. So let's just quickly buy ourselves some kelp cakes. Perfect. And then off we go to the hidden wreck. So we've got Bliss and we've got Yu Jin. I think that's all we need, right? I don't think we can have Seraphine from the looks of it, but that's fine. That's fine. We don't need Seraphine, right? There he is. This is not what you promised, Seraphine turns to Yu Jin with a raised eyebrow. Looking out across the field of debris, scattered around the small asteroids whose gravity has kept them here, you have to agree. Where do you even start looking? Yu Jin shrugs, unfazed. I said the wreck was hidden. Transponder off. No flight records. I didn't say it was intact. By the way, not doing the voices anymore. They absolutely killed me, and I've got cold, if you can hear. So that we're just gonna read it. Oh, it nearly killed me just then. If it was an easy job, I wouldn't have come with your crew. Could have just grabbed it myself. He winks. We all earn our share. It's definitely more than 1 wreck. Bliss is leaning towards the window, staring out at the glittering debris. I see at least 3, maybe 4. Different engine housing out there. Seraphine sighs. You really think there's something of value to be pulled from all that? I know there is. My tip-off is good. We just need to find the right part. He looks out at the wired field of debris. Of the right ship. How do we do that? What I know is that the wreck with an item of great value is out there. That's it. He unstraps from his seat. Are you all afraid of some hard work? Is that it? Seraphine starts laughing. So you're telling me we don't know what we're looking for, where it is, or what it's worth? Trust me. Or don't. Yu Jin shrugs. This will be worth your while. This is a hot tip. Sleeper. Please. Seraphine turns to you, exasperated. Suddenly, a percussive beep interrupts the conversation. All of you turn your attention to Seraphine's terminal. What the? He taps a few keys. We've got incoming ships. The transponder has just popped up. See? Yu Jin smiles. What did I say? A hot tip. Better claim it before they do. He jabs a finger at the readout. What have you got us into? Yu Jin looks innocent. I've given you a head start on a big haul. Don't waste it. I see a few obvious sights. Large bits of debris, clear hull sections. We should focus on those. Bliss unclips from their seat and glides over to the cockpit. See you lucky kids in the airlock. Ready, Cap? Yu Jin slaps you on the shoulder and kicks off through the cockpit door. Turn to Seraphim. I do not like that guy. Seraphim shakes his head. Give him a chance. Seraphim turns his back to the terminal. Turns back to his terminal. Hey, you're the one who has to go out there with him. Look. Seraphim glances back over his shoulder. Just be careful. You nod and glide through the cockpit door, already trying to map the scattering debris in your mind. Okay. What have we got? We've got transponder signals coming quick. Crashed shuttle. Scattered wrecks. The rig. And then pitted asteroid. What do we think has the most? So Endure is basically not worth it. Interface we're pretty good at. But then there's neither of these are good at anything that will help. I don't think we'll get. We could do something. There's quite a lot of countdown though. Well, let's have a look at this one. Engineer. Yes. And interface, yes. It's easier to open. What's it? Getting into this shuttle will take some work, but you swear you see a blinking light of the terminal inside. Okay, let's try this one. Is that one? Is that broken dice? Flippin' heck. These broken dice. Damn it. I'm going to try it. Damn it. Whatever happens, happens. Get a positive outcome from a glitched dice. Nice! Right, I just remembered that they've got their own dice. What am I doing? Neutral. Not bad. We're nearly there, actually, to be fair. I think I'll probably do this. Or hopefully. Hopefully. Oh, nearly. Has anyone got anything that we can do? It's gonna have to be me, I think. Doing that. Hack the door. We did it. So that leaves us with 4 dice between the 3 of us. So let's have a look inside. Scrape the terminal. Scrape the terminals. Banks of terminals line the shuttle interior. Perhaps something useful hidden in their decaying drives. So that is only us who can do this. So we need to go back to do that. Next turn we need to, because we're now out of dice for us. But we got 3 more dice, so let's see what else we can do around here. What does this guy? He can do endure. That's a lot. That's a lot of bars that we're gonna have to fill up. So what are we thinking is more More likely, I think it's about the same, and it's the same things that we need, isn't it? Oh no, actually, Bliss can do one on this one, so we're going to do this one. Let's see. Positive, perfect. Exactly what we wanted. And then this one is going to be Yu Jin twice. Neutral, but he did gain a little bit of stress. Let's not get too stressed, people. Everything's alright. Neutral's going to give him stress, isn't it? Damn it. Okay, we need to be careful he doesn't get too stressed. We're halfway through that one as well, though. So, if we go back and end cycle. We've got new dice. First things first, I think we're going to just... Actually, let's do this one just in case something happens from it that we need the dice for. Wow, we got some really high scoring dice. I'm going to use the glitch one just to get rid of it. Negative. Okay. We're a little bit stressed. It's fine. But the rest of them, 100% positive. So we only need 2 more, I think. Yeah. No risk. Smash it. Data trawl. Done. Okay, what did we get from that? It'd be really nice to know what we actually just did. Engine components. Rare components? Is that what we got from it? I don't know. I missed what we got. That's so annoying. Okay. Now we work on this. Engineer. And us, actually. Oh, no, wait. Let's get this guy doing it. Only neutral. Damn, he needs to be careful. He's stressed out. Do we do a 2? Seems to be pretty poor at anything that he does. Let's go with one of these. 100% positive. We're definitely going to smash out a big score there. Perfect. And then we're going to go... .25% positive. We're just going to go with this one and hope that we don't have to do too much once it's open. Okay, new location. Gather scraps. Gather scrap, even. I mean, it's not great. I think we chose the wrong one. Negative. Just got stress. Okay. Can he, like, rest? Rig bunks. Oh, it's not safe, so you can't do it. Okay. Okay, we're going to end the cycle and see what happens when the transponder stuff comes. Yu Jin, you piece of shit, where are you? The distorted voice rattles through the ship as you are finishing your breakfast in the mess. Everyone turns to Yu Jin, Seraphim already shaking his head. Vesna, he says under his breath. You suddenly recall the steel-eyed captain who confronted Yu Jin in the Gaia back at on the fast spindle. I open this airlock before I do something I'll regret. Voice echoes through the room. You realise she must be at the rig's entry lock, using the comms panel out there to speak into the ship. Do we let her in? I think we must have to let her in. You kick off towards the door, but Seraphim drifts between you and the exit. Sleeper, you sure about this? You can see he is angry, but he's also looking at you for reassurance. Be ready. Seraphim nods. His eyes darken. I'll be ready. Yu Jin follows as you glide down the airlock and hit the control for the exterior door. Let me handle her, Yu Jin gives the nod. I'm going to say you've done enough. He looks away, annoyed, but drifts back a little. You watch the airlock cycle. You see the silhouette of Vesna through the viewing window. She removes the helmet of her suit. You prepare yourself for whatever comes next, hoping that Seraphim is somewhere nearby. Thank you. Vesna floats through the airlock door, her eyes implants making it hard to read her expression. Prefer not to have to stand outside banging on the door. She turns to Yu Jin, seeing him behind you. But I also prefer it when my contractors don't try to screw me over. What do you want? She smiles. I want, she pauses, what I asked for. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt, and assume you don't know what you've just got yourself in the middle of here. She speaks plainly with little emphasis. But if you make a move, we're going to have some trouble. This slimy shit here, she jerks her chin towards Yu Jin, got these coordinates thanks to my tip-off, and was meant to deliver them to me. She smiles and shakes her head. That was the deal. But instead, he thought he'd come and claim the prize himself, and bring you fools along for the ride. Sounds like the deal changed. Don't insult me on my ship. Vesna gathers herself. You're right. But I'm sure you can see I've been wronged here. That's not on me. Tell whatever stories you want, Vesna. Until I'm paid, there's no deal. Yu Jin smiles. Did you pay me, Vesna? Vesna looks frustrated. You know as well as I do that payment was on receipt of the coordinates. Well, sorry to say, I won't be able to deliver. Yu Jin shrugs. Deal's off. You piece of shit. Vesna's hand goes to her hip. Now. You are a guest on this ship. Seraphim's voice comes from somewhere behind you. Let's all remember that. You turn back to see Seraphim holding a hull bolter at his waist, its wide muzzle trained on Vesna. Vesna lets her hand loose at her side, abandoning the threat. Of course, she sighs. I thought you might all see the breach of trust in this situation, but I was wrong. I don't want to escalate this. On that, we are agreed. She backs a little towards the airlock door. Yu Jin? She looks at the freelancer. Don't think I'll back off. My team can find this thing faster than any mongrel crew. She smiles. First prize takes it. May the better crew win. She smiles. Indeed. Vesna slips back to the airlock and hits the control panel. The doors scissor shut. Yu Jin suddenly tumbles forward as something hits him on the side of the head. Idiot! Seraphim stands behind Yu Jin, having swung a heavy muzzle of the hull bolter directly at his head. If you ever put this crew in danger again, like that again. Stop. Sleeper, you know I value your kindness and your patience, but this idiot almost got us killed. Seraphim breathing heavily, his anger apparent. He still might. Yu Jin catches himself on the wall. It's okay. He wipes a little blood from his forehead. I get it. That was sloppy. This whole thing is sloppy, Seraphim bristles. This is how you get yourself killed. As much as I'm enjoying this display of aggression and idiocy, Bliss' voice comes from behind you all. We still have a contract to complete. They push past and start suiting up. And now, we have competition. We should leave. Seraphim slings a hull bolter over his shoulder. Cut our losses. Now wait. Yu Jin wipes the corner of his mouth with the back of his hand. All this, and you're going to just give up and turn tail? Let's stick it out. We've got some stuff we can still get. Shit, Seraphim sighs. You're right. Alright. He glides over to Yu Jin and pats him on the shoulder. Time for you to prove your worth. I'll be watching. Okay, we have new dice. Oh, and a new location discovered. So let's get this sorted quick. It's 4. Seraphim, no. That should be 2. Only a neutral. Yu Jin's awful. Okay. We're gonna have to leave that one for now. Let's have a look at what this one is. Well, we can do that. But Bliss can't do anything, basically. Let's see if we can... Nope. That didn't work. Oh, come on. We're really struggling here. I don't really know what else to do here, then. It's so painful. What do we do? Okay. She's got plenty of room for stress, so I'm just gonna try these. Okay, neutral. Worked. Man, 50% neutral. She's gonna get stress from this. It's probably gonna be a negative. Okay. Then we just need to smash out as many of these as possible. Oh, it's so bad, isn't it? Like, I don't really know what we're getting one at a time. I don't think we're doing this in time. Okay, we got double. That's not bad. But we now have no dice left. Oh, he's going to be too stressed out to do that. Okay. We call it a day for that one. End the cycle. We might have to just leave, though, and cut our losses. You've taken damage to a dice because of stress. When your dice are rolled at the start of the cycle, your stress dictates if you take damage or not. The higher stress means a higher chance of damage. White markers above the stress bar tell you which number will damage the dice when rolled. Each dice will have 3 dice health. When it's depleted, the dice will break. It must be repaired to use normally. Oh, damn. Okay, we don't want them to break. I think, though, we can finish this one off. Because he's going to have... let's try that one. Perfect. Kind of don't want to waste the 5 on that. But then once it's done, we can just focus on the other one. So let's just do it. 100%. Smashed it. We did that. So we must have picked up scraps or something I didn't see. So now with this one, we're just going to smash through. Hey! Got one. Okay, that one was negative. But the rest of these should all be a 100%, I was going to say, but that's 50%. Perfect. And then the other two should be 100%, which will put us up to 1 away from smashing it. Done. And then go to Bliss's. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's try this one. Hopefully it'll be positive or neutral. Yes, we did it. Okay, so what's this now? Unlock cargo with the cipher. Wreck unlocked. Stable cipher gone. So what do we need to do now? Slice the wreckage, which we can do 1 of, and then we need to rest. 100% positive. Boom! Hope Seraphim saw that. Right, so now... Wait a minute, what's the red looking like? Okay, we've got 1 more turn, and then the red's done. So I think we should be able to do it with a dice, but how is our dice doing now? You have used all energy and are now starving. While starving, you gain 1 stress per cycle. Any energy loss accrued... Okay, we need to go... When we are finished with this, we need to buy supplies. Sliced wreckage. Slice it up, baby! What about this guy's one, actually? What is... So they're the same. We're on... So this one, actually, if we go green here... She's got less stress. Oh, not anymore. Damn. We are struggling. Come on, we gotta do it. Yes! Cargo doors shudder open and in silence as Yu Jin levers them apart. This is it, the final layer to pull back before you reach Yu Jin's mysterious prize. You can't help but feel a little excited. You also sense satisfaction at the idea that you beat Vesna's crew to the wreck. You found it, you cracked it open, and now you'll be the one to reap the rewards. Focus on the job. The doors are now open. The doors are open enough for the person to glide through now. Beyond, there's only the darkness of the cargo bay. You follow Yu Jin in, headlamps on your suit lighting his back and dusty void background. The dusty void beyond. You see the boxes appear as if by magic out of the dark. Yu Jin glides past them. Does he not see them? You stop and take a look at the loot. A stack of 4 sealed boxes sit in the middle of the bay. Armoured exteriors caked in dust. You wipe them away and squint at the aging labels. They look like industrial ship components, like still sealed, totally untouched. In the belt, where most tech has been through hundreds of hands, patched up and reconfigured, this is a solid haul, but not the kind of haul that gets the crew fighting over it. Something doesn't add up. They aren't here. Yu Jin's voice crackles through the radio. What? Back wall of the bay, come see. You kick off from the crates and glide through the dark until you see Yu Jin. The back wall of the cargo bay, and something that confuses you for a second. A black shape, a ragged circle around Yu Jin. You squint inside it, a tiny light twinkles. It takes you a moment, but you slowly realise that you are looking through a hole in the wall to the stars beyond. Someone beat us to it. His voice is flat. They are long gone. Vesna? No. He points. Look at the edges. It was a long time ago. They punched in and took it. What was it? Yu Jin turns back to you, his face pale in your torch headlights. He seems to be lost for words. Folks? Bliss's voice comes through Suit's comm channel. You've got Seraphim telling me Vesna's crew are heading this way. So whatever you got in there, if you want to keep it, grab it, and let's get out now. I'm already heading for the rig. I'll get the cargo bay open, prep for your arrival. They pause. Don't dawdle. Go now. Yu Jin suddenly seems to regain his focus. The crates. He nods. Let's grab them and go. You glide back to the bay, your mind still racing with questions. Something about Yu Jin's reaction tells you he knew what he was expecting to find here. If that was the case, you think it's yet another lie that he's told you. You both reach for the crates, quickly lashing them together, guiding them weightlessly out the room between you. As you do, you meet eyes with Yu Jin, and he looks away. Really hope you two idiots are on your way back, Seraphim chirps on the radio, because Vesna's boys are about to reach that wreck you're on. We're inbound, Yu Jin quickly responds, then clicks his radio off. Well, Seraphim continues. Tell me then, what ancient and powerful treasure do you find in that thing? Gold? A Conway warhead? 3 crates of components. Seriously? Seraphim pauses. Sleeper, me and you are going to need to have a serious chat. You cross the debris field to the ship in silence, your eyes on the scrap for signs of Vesna's crew. You don't think that they'd ambush you, but then again, you wouldn't put past them. As you reach the cargo bay and glide the crates through the open door, you shoot Yu Jin a final glance. Give me time, he says quietly over the radio. I'll explain in time. You consider pressing him, but even shouting at him, but you realise that there will be plenty of time for that on the journey back to Far Spindle. For now, just want to get out of here. Contract complete. Achievement day. The better crew. Beat Vesna to the hidden wreck. Leave. We actually did a contract successfully. I don't think we've done that before. Yu Jin spent a journey back at Far Spindle avoiding Seraphine best he can. It might be that he's afraid, but you can get the feeling it's more likely that he's been making himself scarce out of genuine sense of regret. Seraphine, however, doesn't seem to see his behaviour so favourably. Slimy shit won't even show his face, Seraphine complains loudly as he finalises docking. Puts in the space of cruise sights with no care for anyone but himself. Enough. Seraphine turns to shoot you an irritated look, but as he does, you see his eyes jump to the door behind you. You hear the rustle of movement behind your head, and you turn to see Yu Jin in the cockpit's doorway, a rare, serious expression on his face. I owe you all an explanation, his voice low and steady. Believe it or not, this was not my plan. Yeah, your plan was to loot that wreck and split with it, wasn't it, big man? Seraphine glares at Yu Jin. No, Yu Jin gave him a tired look. It wasn't. Hear him out, Seraphine. Bliss cuts him off from the back of the cockpit. Vesna's been searching for a ship. Yu Jin looks over at your heads at Far Spindle. An infamous ship. Seems like she already had a ship, Seraphine interrupts. That was part of the problem. Not a rig. Yu Jin looks down towards him. A fraction drive ship. An interstellar ship. That seems to shut Seraphine up, and you don't blame him. An interstellar ship here, in the belt? That tech's from the core systems. Why didn't you say? I shouldn't be telling you now, Yu Jin frowns. Word gets out that there's a factory fraction ship somewhere in the belt. People kill for less. He shakes his head. Gangs kill for much less. You are telling me there's a fraction ship that no one has ever found that's been sitting here? Since when? Seraphine shakes his head. Since the collapse? Believe it or not, that's exactly it. Yu Jin looks at you. Vesna put me on the trail. She wanted me to find its location for repayment. He looks away. An old debt. But the moment I found the data that verified his existence, that confirmed the ship was out there, I couldn't give it to her. It's when you found me. Why keep it from her? Yu Jin folds his arms. You may have met Vesna, but you don't know her. Yu Jin meets your eyes. She's one of the last people in the belt that you should have a ship like that. Well, no one has the ship now, if it even exists. I need to remind you that it wasn't there. Seraphine shrugs. Your data was a bust. No, Yu Jin shakes his head. It was there once. Those wrecks, those were the ships that fought over the fraction ship. A bunch of Solheim corporates who wanted to get out of the system when it all came down, and that ship was their ticket. The Alpheon Path. Yu Jin looks out at the Far Spindle. It was there. Someone moved it, hid it long before we got there. Leave about, sign me up. Yu Jin laughs. You and me both, Sleeper. Yu Jin inhales, long and deep. I am sorry, Sleeper. He looks at the Bliss and Seraphine, and to you both as well. I wanted to keep it this secret. I wanted to find the Alpheon Path. I knew that. If I did, you would understand. Still, I was wrong to manipulate you. He bows his head. But I'm not done. He raises his head with a gaze, hard now. I will find that ship, and I will leave the belt. How will you do that? Seraphine shoots him a sly look. With no ship of your own and Vesna at your back? Yu Jin ignores him and moves closer to you. Sleeper, I will uphold our deal. I will serve on your crew, and when I have news of the Alpheon, you will know. That is what we agreed. Seraphim turns to you. I know. I always say this time you have to listen, Sleeper. Seraphim gestures to Yu Jin. This guy's no good. I know his type. Don't bring him. This can be your escape too, Sleeper. Yu Jin meets your eye. Yeah, okay, you're in. Seraphim sighs, getting up from his seat. Got a lot to prove. He passes Yu Jin and leaves. You better get on with it. Yu Jin meets his eye and says nothing. Once Seraphim is gone, he looks to you and nods. Thank you. He turns and leaves too. Quite a ragtag group we have here. Bliss nudges past you. I know you understand what a second chance means for you, Sleeper. They smile. But I am glad to see you understand that others need the same. They slip out before you can respond. You stare out at the cockpit, at the lights of the fast spindle. You hope Yu Jin understands his mistake. You hope even harder that Vesna doesn't hold a grudge, even though you know for a fact she does. You sigh. The bunks are going to need expanding at this rate. Boom! So we have Yu Jin on our crew now, and we finished a successful contract. That was a very successful video. So we're going to finish it there, and next time when we come back, we'll be doing... well, what do we have to do? Probably trying to go diagnose our frame to make sure that Lane can't take over us. So, thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see ya when I see ya.